Hi, and welcome to another episode. I hope you're all well and enjoying your day or evening wherever you are in this amazing world of ours. Now, I'd just like to have a little chat to you about people's motives. Now, when I started this channel, it was purely and simply because of Meghan and Harry and their disrespect to the royal family, of which I'm very, very fond of. I know that it is a channel. I'm not stupid, but I like to call it my kind of little trashy magazine, gossip corner kind of chat place. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. My own little place where I can come and vent and help you guys to unravel some mysteries in regards to them two and things that are going on with them. And, having a bit of a laugh about them too, of how transparent they can be. Speaking about transparency, it's really important, I believe, to be truthful. Now, this is not a sticking up for Tom Markle episode, but I'm going to go down that road because of the simple fact that a lot of things are happening behind the scenes. Now, I just want to rewind a little bit about 7 months ago when I was viciously attacked, threatened, have video footage of people coming to our home. And I have been honest and told you who I work for. And because of that, who I work for took it upon themselves to do these investigations. Now, the investigations that have been done and are still being done are about 2 males. Now, the video I did about the cat amongst the pigeons was basically trying to get the message out there for other YouTubers to be aware. Now, when all this comes out, a lot of you won't be shocked what we have found, but some of you will be shocked because, quite honestly, this wasn't the road I wanted to go down on, but this is where we are. So Tom did get on and warn that there was something big coming, and it was a legal matter. And that's what that episode was about. A lot of the comments on that particular episode, I have not heard of half the people you've mentioned, but I've said no about those people that were mentioned because they did not resonate with the names I have through these investigations. When Tom did his live, I wasn't on the live. I don't know if you know, but Mexico and Australia, there's a bit of a time difference. So when he does his lives, it could be anywhere between 4 and 7 a.m. At a time, I'm either asleep or busy getting ready for work. So I watched it later. It was not a very nice live. And since then, I have told Thomas that it was uncalled for. Now, one of those channels, of course, I've heard about that channel. I think she's amazing. She's absolutely amazing. The other channel, with 51 million YouTubers out there, I had not heard of her name until that very day. Okay? So let's get that clear. I had not heard of her. He never said nothing to me about any channels or whatever. Quite frankly, Tom Jr. has never said anything bad to me about any channel at all. The only thing he has ever said to me about a channel is, I'm going live on such and such channel, or I'm doing a live with this channel, and that's how I've actually discovered those other channels. is by him saying, oh, tomorrow I'm going to live on this one, or I'm doing this, or I'm doing that. That's how I've discovered other channels. I don't go on YouTube and search up who hates Meghan Markle and look for channels. I don't have the time, and I really don't have the brain capacity to listen to so much crap about Meghan Markle, because there's only so much you can take about this woman. Now, very, very early on in the piece when I started this channel, I said I would never speak about other people's channels because I feel that that is very unprofessional, and, you know, unless you're giving someone a shout out, etc., I find it very unprofessional. But there comes a point where you have to stand your ground and you have to call a spade a spade. Like I said, I never heard about that other channel to that very moment it came out of his lips. And again, I called him. I said that was uncalled for. That was not what you should have said. And I'm not talking about the surrogacy stuff. Whatever articles are out there or interviews, I didn't do those interviews. I don't know if they're true or not true. I've only ever asked Tom 2 questions. One being, how old is she? And the other being, were you invited to the wedding? That's all I've ever asked. I don't ask him anything about their childhood, whatever. Quite frankly, I don't give a damn about what Meghan did, what she ate when she was 9, or what colour her hair was, or a gap of her teeth. I couldn't care less because it doesn't interest me. Personally, it doesn't interest me, and it brings no value into my life. When I listen to other channels, I often think to myself, oh, that's a different take on things, or they have made a good point, oh, that's interesting. They're the things that I think about when I listen to other channels. Now, I might not listen to some channels for weeks on end because I don't have the time. That is the way it is. I have a stressful job, a husband, a family, a yard that we tend to, and we like to go away as well. I do not live, breathe, and eat Meghan Markle crap because it is crap. I don't know if photos are photoshopped, not photoshopped. I have no clue. You could show me a photo and I'm like, yeah, cool. Unless something is sticking out and someone points something out, I would not have a clue if something is photoshopped. But if that is something people want to talk about, or it's a point of their video, that's entirely up to them. I didn't Photoshop the photos. I didn't take the photos. I wasn't there. What I'm trying to get at is all these things that are coming to me from subscribers, I find them very disappointing. Very disappointing. You know, people saying, I'm Tom's girlfriend. No, I'm not. I've said it oodles of times. I'm married. Do I have to get my husband on a video to prove it? That is degrading not only to me, but it's disrespectful to my husband. He doesn't watch my videos, but obviously we discuss things. That is uncalled for. That is a malicious rumour. But if that's what people want to say, go right ahead and say it. It's water off a duck's back for me, but it is misinformation. And I could also call that damaging, if I so wish to. I have also stated that I only have 2 email addresses, and I get sent a lot of stuff about barbecue. I am not barbecue. That was on one phone call that I had called Tom. He was on the live. He was drunk. I do not drink. And he said, what have you got to talk about? And I said, well, basically, I was talking about the flowers in Princess Charlotte's hair that Meghan wanted to put in her flower crown, that those flowers could be poisonous if they were ingested. And he said, right, to protect your identity, we're going to call you Barbecue to roast Meghan. And that's where it was left. If you were a regular on his channel, you would see there is a lady on there and her name is Barb, and then it's got the Q on the end, just a Q, and that is one of his longtime followers, and he actually knows that person personally. So I'm not his girlfriend. I'm not who you think I am. And again, more misinformation being put out there. But that's fine. If I have to be someone's punching bag because I did a video defending him when his mother died, prior to him doing that live and saying, you know, people were saying this, that, and the other, when actually he's just lost his mum. If people need to make up rumours and misinformation because I had empathy for someone through their grief, well, so be it. I apologise to people that I had empathy. God forbid that you have empathy for a person, regardless of whatever they've put out there. Like I said, I'm not responsible for what they have said, what they haven't said, whether they're lies or not lies. It does not faze me. It has zero to do with me. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. Tom has communications with lots of YouTubers, and normally on a daily basis. I can go months without speaking to him because everybody's busy, everybody's got life. And like I said, Meghan Markle is not on the top of my brain every single day. This is where I feel very sorry for subscribers of all channels, because the motivation for some people behind their screens is not honest. You may ask yourself, what do you mean? Well, I've told you why I started this channel, and I said it in the beginning. I couldn't care less what the Markles do. It is not my life. It is not something that concerns me whatsoever. So if anyone has any beef with the Markles, please direct that to his channel or whatever other channel you want to discuss whatever. That's your business to do. No one's telling you to watch this channel, watch that channel, don't do this, don't do that, or have some kind of scheme happening. Because when people are schemers, they come unstuck. That is the fact of the matter. You viewers or listeners are not silly. And when people try to take someone on a ride and throw a narrative out there, unfortunately, they think their viewers or their subscribers are silly, and they're not. Everybody can make up their own mind of whatever they believe or not believe. What I'm trying to say here is, if anyone has a beef with the Markle family, go and take it up with them. You don't have to abuse other YouTubers, plot and scheme to gain subscribers or to gain popularity, because this is not high school. All this catty little stuff behind the scenes, I left that kind of stuff when I was in primary school. Not interested. So keep plotting, Keep scheming, because I believe someone said that someone is entering uncharted waters, unarmed, and they may have created this themselves. Okay, that's cool. That's absolutely cool. Because if you know who I work for, unarmed is not one of them. Evidence is evidence. Proof is proof. And I challenge this person, because this person knows exactly who I'm talking about. I challenge this person to take legal action against me, to come with all their proof, without a reasonable doubt, that what they are stating and what they are intending to state is an actual fact. I encourage this person to come with all those email addresses that are meant to be me, to prove that they come from my router, from my office, or my address in a court of law. I encourage that person to take legal action. I'm wanting you to take legal action, because I will have great pleasure in making sure that that court hearing is live streamed to YouTube. So I encourage this person to step forward with all their valid proof, like I said, without a reasonable doubt, that everything you are stating, every plot, scheme, plan, etc., the case that you are building up for the big grand finale is me. I encourage you to come forward. I encourage you to take me to court, and I encourage you to take legal proceedings. I really, really encourage you to do that. My cards are on the table. You want to dance in the rain? Wasn't that what you said? You want to dance in the rain? Girl, get your dancing shoes on, because we will tango. That is not a threat. That is an invitation for you to come forward and take legal proceedings, because that's how I deal with things. I take legal proceedings. I don't threaten people. I act like the adult I am, and I take the steps I need to take, like any other person that sees something is wrong. Now, if you've all been around for a very long time, you would know this is not the first time that this has been going on in a, well, say community. There was Duchess Drop Bear, there was Sarah Data, Christopher Boozy. There's all sorts of names behind these plots and schemes and plans. All kinds of names. It's not the first time, won't be the last time. What is disappointing is that when the proof comes out of this particular person, they have done it all themselves. Because I have zero to do with what they're plotting and planning. And sometimes in life, you're always going to come along, and this is Megan, never understood. There's always someone prettier, Princess Catherine. There's always someone richer. There's always someone smarter. There's always someone fatter, skinnier, darker. shorter hair, longer hair. There's always someone that is going to be steps ahead. So to this person, and you know exactly who you are. You know exactly who you are. I've given you enough hints. And no, I can't go to this person directly because they don't have an email address. Then I can go to them personally. But when you monetize yourself on YouTube, you have to give them your correct contact details. So the legal team can go through that way. You have to prove your identity. This person is monetized. So they would have had to have their legal identity out there for them to be monetized. So we can go through the YouTube channel pathway. Playing dirty is dirty. It's not on. So just once again, before I finish up, sorry to you subscribers that you have to listen to this absolute ridiculous gossip, this absolute ridiculous schoolgirl crap. But if it has to be this way, it has to be this way. I don't have any other form of communication with this person. But if they want to take the legal steps, like I said, I encourage them. I invite them to take this on legally. Thank you for listening. You're all wonderful. Keep smiling. Stay positive. Bye for now.